Welcome to the Snapshots of History channel. Discover remarkable moments from the past captured in rare photographs. Each one tells a unique story and takes us back to the atmosphere of bygone eras. Immerse yourself in history with us. The photo shows the famous strongman of the early 20th century, Eugen Sandow, known as the father of bodybuilding. Sandow was born in Prussia and became popular for his strength and proportional physique, which inspired many athletes of the time. His training methods and philosophy of physical development laid the foundation for modern bodybuilding. This photo depicts a knocker-up, a person whose job was to wake people up by knocking on their windows with a long stick. This profession existed in Britain during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, before alarm clocks became widely available. Factory workers who needed to wake up early for their shifts would hire knocker-ups to ensure they didn't oversleep. This photo captures a young woman in a pond during the iconic Rolling Stones concert in Hyde Park, London, on July 5, 1969. The concert attracted over 250,000 attendees and became a historic event. It was the band's first public performance following the death of their guitarist, Brian Jones, just 2 days earlier. This photo shows American soldiers from Company B, 68th Armored Infantry Battalion, engaged in a firefight with German snipers entrenched in the church spire in Oberhofen, February 1945. The soldier in the foreground is taking cover behind a tank while firing at the enemy. Tank support played a crucial role in such operations, providing cover for infantry and helping to neutralize fortified enemy positions. This photo shows the Great Manta, a giant manta ray caught by Captain Khan in 1933 in the United States. It is one of the most striking images of the time, where the massive sea creature is displayed alongside a person, highlighting its incredible size. Great manta rays are among the largest animals in the ocean, with wingspans that can reach several meters. This photo shows the support group of the U.S. Army's 3rd Infantry Division in Hawaii, taken in 1933. The women in swimsuits, holding rifles, are performing military drills under the supervision of an officer. Events like these were often staged to boost the morale of soldiers and gain public support for the military. This photo captures one of football's comical moments. Liverpool goalkeeper Ray Clemence patiently waits during a 1972 match against West Ham as a dog, which ran onto the pitch, relieves itself in the goal. The incident amused the crowd, becoming one of those unexpected and humorous events that sometimes happen during sports matches. This photo shows a team of soldiers working with a large artillery piece from the First World War. The huge mortar is set up in a field, and the soldiers are preparing to fire it, adjusting angles and settings for accuracy. Such guns were used to destroy fortifications and support infantry from long distances. This photo was taken during one of the nuclear tests in Nevada, USA in the 1950s. In the foreground is a group of photographers and journalists watching the detonation of an atomic bomb from a safe distance. Such tests were conducted as part of the Cold War, when countries demonstrated their military might, and such scenes came to symbolize scientific progress and the potential threat the world faced. This photo shows the FBI fingerprint repository in 1944. The massive room is filled with rows of filing cabinets and female employees sorting and organizing fingerprints. During World War II, the number of records surged, and such archives played a vital role in security and criminal investigations. This photo, taken in Florida in 1940, shows a woman in a daring outfit for that time. The frilly swimsuit and form-fitting silhouette reflect the boldness and style of an era when women's fashion was moving away from conservative norms. Beach life became not only a place for relaxation, but also a runway for showcasing new fashion trends. This photo captures the aerial view from the day the Empire State Building opened in 1931. It was one of the most ambitious architectural projects of its time, and its completion symbolized the beginning of a new era of urbanization and skyscrapers in New York. Manhattan's skyline and the distant Statue of Liberty take center stage. This famous photograph, taken in 1955 by Princess Marianne Saint Wittgenstein-Sen, was titled Princess Yvonne and Prince Alexander. The image became a bold statement against the social norms of the time. The portrayal of a girl drinking from a bottle and a boy smoking a cigarette created a sense of absurdity that sparked public debate. In the 1950s, such scenes were deemed inappropriate, especially for children of aristocratic families. This photo was taken on June 6, 1944, D-Day, when Allied troops landed in Normandy, opening the Second Front in World War II. The image shows wounded soldiers, exhausted and bandaged, sitting against a stone wall after fierce fighting on the beaches. D-Day was a turning point in the war, and this photo symbolizes the bravery and sacrifice of those involved in liberating Europe from Nazi occupation. This photo, taken in 1930 by renowned German photographer Friedrich Seidenstücker, features a young woman drawing a bow. Seidenstücker, known for his dynamic and expressive works, captured the strength and determination of the subject. The photograph reflects the spirit of the era when women were actively participating in sports and public life. This photo shows former U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell taking self-portraits long before it became a fashion trend. The photo, presumably taken in the 1940s, captures him in an elegant setting where he stands in front of a mirror holding a camera in his hands. This shows not only his interest in photography, but also his ability to capture moments of his life long before the advent of modern technology and social media. This photo features Jane Mansfield, a 1950s sex symbol and one of Hollywood's brightest stars of that era. In the 1950s, Mansfield became famous not only for her acting roles, but also for her looks, which epitomized glamour and beauty. Her outfits, like this one with fitted clothing and a fur coat, symbolized luxury, success, and status. In this historic photo from the 1920 Tour de France, cyclists are taking a smoking break right in the middle of the race. One rider helps his teammate light a cigarette while riding. Such moments were common in those days, when the culture of racing was more relaxed and health-conscious rules were not as strict as they are today. This photo features 20-year-old Helen Mirren dressed as Cleopatra for a theatrical role in 1965. Her exquisite costume emphasizes the image of the ancient Egyptian queen, and her natural charisma and confidence are already evident. At this age, Mirren was just beginning her illustrious career, but her talent and grace were already capturing the attention of audiences and critics alike. This 1960 photo shows Alfred Hitchcock playing with his grandchildren during a sleigh ride. The master of suspense, usually associated with tense and dark films, is seen here in an unusual light, joyful and playful as a grandfather.